you doing? Welcome to Oxford Cookies and Cups. And today we're going to be making some jumbo chocolate peanut butter cookies. So let's get started and let's see what we're going to have today. All right, so the first thing we need is cold butter. And I'm going to have all the recipes and all the ingredients in the bottom in the link, in the description. So I'm going to put this on my stand mixer. So what I'm going to do is cream this. When it gets creamed, we will come back and we will go from there. All right, so we've got that pre-creamed. What I want to do is add my brown sugar, and I have white sugar, and I have it in my little cup. I didn't make this cup, but I love it. So we're just gonna pour in, and I did go ahead and scrape the sides. So you wanna make sure you scrape the sides of your bowl. So we're gonna do that real quick again. And then we're gonna cream this together, and we'll be right back. All right, so that's pretty creamed up. Looks good. So I'm just gonna scrape this down. Okay, so then we're gonna add eggs, which I've just beaten with a fork. I'm just gonna go ahead and add them all. And then I have a little bit of vanilla flavoring, vanilla extract. And we're just gonna blend that. Once that's creamed together, we'll be right back. All right, so what we're gonna do next, we're gonna add some flour. I already have my cornstarch, salt, and I have baking soda in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these. Now you could go ahead and mix this in your flour if you want. You could do that. This cornstarch likes to stick. It likes to stick in your bowl. All right, so I'm just gonna put a little bit at a time of this flour. And then we're gonna come back. I'm gonna let that mix. We'll come back, we'll add some more. Well, once I get all this finished mixing, we'll come back and you'll get to see it all. All right, we'll be right back. All right, look at this. Woo. Now, this is a ready to go cookie dough, but we're not finished. We are gonna add cocoa powder. This is just slightly over half a cup. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna mix this just a little bit here. Woo! Cocoa powder went everywhere. I'm gonna mix this and we'll come right back. Okay, welcome back. So I've got it most of the way mixed. What I have done is I stopped it because I'm gonna add a peanut butter. And by accident, I got reduced fat, but it's fine. Just make sure it's creamy. If you wanna add nuts in it, do that at the very end. And as you can see, this is gonna be about 2 tablespoons. And I'm gonna put a little bit more. I'm not measuring, I'm just guessing on this one. Because we're gonna add peanut butter chips to it. And I just have a few leftover chocolate chips, and I thought that would be good too, just to add a little bit more something to it. I don't want a lot of chocolate chips in it because I have peanut butter, and I want peanut butter and have cocoa powder in here. All right, I'm gonna let this mix. If I need to add a little bit more peanut butter, I will. You can do just take a spoon and dip it in there and, you know, taste it. And if it needs more, add more. I think that's going to be fine though, because we're going to add these chips. And we'll add this whole bag. All right, we'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, so we are back. I wound up having to add just a little bit of more peanut butter. I just added another heaping tablespoon. Okay, so now it's time for our Reese's Pieces. And like I said, I'm going to add the whole bag. Oh, it smells so good. And then I have this. I'm going to just kind of see how this looks. Just going to pile them in there. All right. Now, this is really strong even for this mixer, so I'm not going to try it with my hands. But I'm going to mix this, and we'll be back, and when we come back, we are going to be ready to put them on our cookie sheet. Got me some coffee this morning. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, got my parchment on. I never tear the parchment very pretty, so you'll have to forgive me. So let's turn it this way, you can see a little bit better. That is my finished cookie dough. I did not put any nuts in it. You are welcome to put nuts in it if you want. Again, I would wait to the end. Excuse me. Again, I would wait to the end to do that. I'm taking a pretty good size scoop. It's about 3/4 cup. Now I'm gonna try something. The last time I made cookies like this, I just set them on just like that. And you can kind of see. So what I'm gonna kind of do is just kind of round it and just slightly push it down. Do you see what I'm doing? And the reason I want to do that is just to kind of keep it from being so, so last time I made it, it was really bumpy. You know, like, well, it's gonna be bumpy because it has chips in it, chocolate chips and peanut butter chips. But what I mean, it was like a lot of cookie dough that was didn't look pretty to me. Let me just rephrase that. How about that? I'll show you this one, and then I have another pan, and we're gonna do that. And that one looks a little flatter than that one. But that's okay. I don't know if I can get another one on here or not. Let's see. All right, we're gonna put that, and we've got 4 on here. You wanna give them space to spread out. I'm gonna do this other pan, and then when we come back, you'll see me put them in the oven, and they're gonna cook about, I'm gonna do about 9 minutes and check them. It says 12 to 15 minutes, but I don't want them, I want them to be gooey. I want them to be kind of gooey in the middle. We're gonna see what we can do. So I'm gonna check them at 9 minutes, and they may go up as long as 15 minutes, but we're gonna see. I'll tell you what I did when we come back. All right. Okay, welcome back. I've got my cookies here on the cooling rack cooling. So after about 10 or 15 minutes or so, I'm gonna transfer them to here. Look at that, look at the size of that. When I take them out, when they're cool enough, we are gonna taste one. Oh, I cannot wait, because you know what, they smell delicious. So I was thinking this might make about 8 cookies. I have another pan. I'm gonna try something a little different. I put another pan in the freezer with 4 more cookies on it, so that gives me 12. And I think I have enough for 2 or 3 more cookies in the mixing pan that I use. So when these get cool, I'm gonna transfer them over here. I'm gonna use one of these pans and we're gonna put more cookies on it. Then I have a freezer one, and I'm gonna see how they, after they freeze, once you put them on and you put them out like cookies, see if that keeps them from maybe spreading out a little bit more. They actually are beautiful cookies. I can't wait to try them. So we will be back when those are done. All right, so we are ready to take these cookies off. Look at that cookie. So that is in the palm of my hand. Look at that. Oh. I probably got, these are the ones that are on the bottom. They probably should have come on out another minute earlier. So I will remember that. Just a minute earlier. These are the ones that were on the top. Now these are soft. And these are kind of gooey. These are soft in the middle. Oy! Okay, so I put the soft ones on the bottom. And then I'm gonna put these kind of like this so that air can flow through them and get cooler. Then I'm gonna put my other cookies on. Then I'm going to try the freezer ones, the ones that's been in the freezer for about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. I'm just curious to see what the difference is. So we will be back when those are cooked. And once they get cooled off, we're gonna test them. So I will see you when it's time to test these cookies. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, welcome back. I took my last batch of cookies out there, have not cooled off yet, but I want you to see them. Now these are the ones that I had in the freezer for, I don't know, roughly 20 minutes. And they cooked for 15 minutes. And I think those are gonna be a little gooey in the middle. Just a little, but I like those. And they turned out a lot like these actually. And they all weighed the same. I wound up weighing them to make sure they were correct. So I did it 155 grams. That's what was on my scale, and I said, let me just do that. So I had enough for 2 more. These were in the refrigerator in the bowl, and I scooped those out. And I had this little one. I'm gonna put him over here because I want to eat him. But we're gonna take one of these, the gooier ones. Now it is set up so it's a little, you know, it's not as soft, I guess you'd say, as the other one. But let's crack it open together. You ready? Can you see it? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oy! So I'm gonna break, that's way too big. I'm just gonna take a piece off of that one. So look at that. Look at all those peanut butter chips. That is good. It's nice and gooey on the inside. It's almost like a brownie. It's not like, it's more like cake-like. Got that peanut butter on that little chocolate chip I just bit into. Oh, that's sticking to the roof of my mouth like peanut butter. All right, let's move the camera up so you can see. Okay, look at that. I don't know why it's so blurry. That is a delicious cookie, and they're huge. I mean, this is the half of the one that I broke off. Let me look at that. Can you see it? Just see a smiley face. Woo. Those are delicious. We're gonna try one more little bite. I hope I can not eat all these cookies. chocolate on my finger. So, if you're interested in purchasing some of these cookies, since this recipe here wound up making, with all these peanut butter chips and the chocolate chips, it turned out to be 14 cookies plus this little baby one. Well, I was trying to make them weigh the same. If you're gonna sell cookies, they need to be the same. You don't need to have one big one, one large one. Now, they're gonna weigh the same. They may come out a little bit different shape-wise. They shouldn't, but they can. I see a couple of these that look a little bit different, like a little bit bigger, whereas some of them are a little bit more puffier, but they all weigh the same. So I made sure of that. So, like I said, if you're interested in purchasing these will be on my Etsy page. Again, these will be on my Etsy page. I will have that link below, as well as some cups that are going to be on there. Not this cup, this is just what I made just to have here. But I do have, I did a really cute one in the video before this with a Sasquatch. That was so cute. And I did a tumbler. I also have an order for 3 cups for Valentine's Day. So you can, I'm gonna go ahead and post those on there on Etsy if you wanna order one similar to that. It may or may not have the names. I haven't done the cups yet, so just stay tuned for that. Okay, don't forget, I have another channel. It's called Audrey's Southern Cooking. And we do all kinds of Southern cooking, and we're gonna be doing some breads, as well as maybe breads on this channel. But this one is my new home-based bakery. Cookies and cups is what we do here mostly. So there will be some bread, but mostly we're gonna have gigantic, delicious cookies. I'm not gonna sell my coffee, but I'm gonna drink some. So y'all go ahead to both channels. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of these videos. Because on this channel, like I said, we're gonna be doing some cups and things. I'm so excited about that. So excited. I wanna say thank you so much for watching today. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will see you in the next video.